What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Colton Posey Fishing. So today we are going to the Warrior River. It is hot.
Very hot.
Actually, we just got out of the water. But we're going to talk about what we did, how we caught these fish, our mindset, what was going on, and all the crap this man probably talked out there. Anyway, stay tuned. It's something you don't want to miss. Woo! It done got warm. So we're looking at like 9,800 degrees today. Water temp was like, what was it? Well, it wasn't like a soft boil, but it wasn't like a rolling boil either. But it was hot. It is hot.
Between 85 to 90 degrees.
Yeah, between 85 and 90 degrees, which is actually surprisingly good for, July. I mean, so, most of our lakes we're looking, most of the lakes that I've been to in the backs of the creeks that doesn't have running water in it, we're talking like 98 degrees, which is what it was last week. But, you move closer out to the main lake and, it's anywhere between 88 and 93. So, that's not horrible. But either way, let's talk about what we did today. So we were actually fishing a river system, and the river system we were fishing was a place that we go to, maybe twice a year?
Yep.
For me, especially. I don't go up here much because it's a death trap. But it's Warrior River. It's a good river. It really is. It's just there's not a whole lot of good maps on it. And I'm running Lowrance, and don't get me wrong, I love Lowrance. I'm not sponsored by Lowrance, by the way, when I say this, but I do like their sonar and I do like their charts. But they don't have Warrior mapped out as good as like Humminbird did. Like when I was running my Humminbirds, like it was pretty much spot on with Lake Master. We really learned today that the sea maps are not accurate at all.
It had one of our lines going through the woods.
Yeah, we were going through the wood, or it said we were going through the woods and everything else. So it's not very accurate. But either case, we get here first thing in the morning and it's muggy. Dude, listen to this. It's only got one rattle.
Yeah.
That's pretty good local good up here in the Parrish. That's the same one.
Oh, look at another one.
Yeah.
Spot.
They do eat that good too, doesn't they?
Yeah, they do.
Double. This one's a largemouth, bro. Yeah, that is a largemouth.
Yeah. Doubled up. First two fish of the day. How's a double?
Oh.
Get out of your camera's way.
Thank you. Oh, hit me on pliers.
There. Yeah.
I saw that sucker run it down.
That's a largemouth. Golly.
Got it.
You got one?
Yeah. Oh, he spit it. He smashed it.
There you go.
I saw your line run before you even set the hook. Another line. Did he take your bait?
Oh, he took it.
I thought he took. I didn't see the bait. I thought he took the bait. There's a bunch right there, dude. Where's it like food?
You notice they're all about the same size.
Yeah, they're all little. I tried to look and see if I saw just a little or a bigger one just hanging out. There's some out here to the right, and maybe a big one over here. Dude, they keep spinning, bro.
Spinning rod just ain't got the oomph to get that hook in there.
Nah, let's cut it. There we go.
Oh yeah, he's a better fish.
Yeah. Spot. Watch out. Watch out. Pretty in.
Oh yeah.
Alabama spot. Well, if we know you're here, well, we'll cool down and hit them again later. Maybe some better ones moved up on by then, you know. I can't believe how many largemouths right here. Did he? I mean, it is muggy hot, and I mean, you ain't got to do nothing. You just sweat. Really, I don't think we got a breeze till like what, an hour and a half in, 2 hours maybe.
We had done caught 10 fish before we started even getting any type of movement on the water.
Yeah, I mean, we were done catching fish like before any type of wind or anything like that was going on. And now Warrior, it's not a like huge current system, so it's not. When I say we were fishing a river, we're not fishing a river like Pickwick or Wilson, Wheeler, Gunnersville and stuff. It's not just like rolling current, you know. So it's kind of got its own like, it's kind of like a lake. I mean, you kind of got to play the wind. You got to, you know, play certain stuff, the boat traffic and things like that. But, you know, it's loaded with redfin shad and all this other stuff too. So, I mean, it's very similar to fishing a lake, but it sets up like a river. So you kind of have to fish it like a river, if that makes sense. So, like, our number one thing was like, hey, you know, I haven't been up here personally in, when was the last time I come up here? Like when I had my Z17?
Yeah.
Or your bass tracker, which was like 19 or 20. 2019, 2020. So this is like my first trip up here in forever. Anyways, we didn't really know what we were going to do. You know, we tied on several different things. Got a couple fish off a swim jig, and that was one of the things, you know, tying on that Strike King Hack Attack swim jig. I teamed it up with a Zoom 3.5 inch, you know, their Z-tail or whatever it's called, their swimmer. Basically, it's like a Rage swimmer or Kitech. But I went with the bluegill option, and you know, got a couple fish off it, but I had it tied on in mind that, you know, if the fish are pushed up in the grass, if the fish are pushed up in the pads, this is something that I can flip in and out of there and keep it moving. I can cover a lot of water by doing this, you know. But like I said, we really didn't need to, because I mean, they were schooling really hard and they were grouped up really well. I mean, a lot of the areas we were at, well, I mean, 2 areas in specific, I mean, there had to have been an abundance of like 40 or 50 fish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were just loaded with shad, loaded with bass, largemouth spots. I caught that one nice spot that was mixed in with those largemouth. And that's the thing, you know, Alabama spotted bass, I mean, any kind of spots. I mean, Alabama spotted bass, Kentucky spots, your Coosa River spots, all that stuff. I mean, they'll mix in with the largemouth will mix in with them from time to time. But, I mean, we were just catching a lot, or a couple species of bass, and, you know, just a lot of bass by focusing on areas where like 2 points meet and there's a ditch in the middle. And you know, we realized real quick, these fish, especially with it being calm, there's just no current, there's no wind, there's not really any boat traffic. The shad are just up and roaming. And that's the thing, you know, when the shad are just up and roaming, these fish, they'll just start popping up everywhere, and the fish kind of dictate where the shad's going to be. So you can't, it's hard to like just throw somewhere and then just start whacking them a lot of times when they're doing that. But I mean, luckily today we kind of did that. But you know, we would see these fish come up and start schooling, and then we'd be right on top of them and start catching them that way. I caught one off top water, heading, it's a head and one knock. So I use the head and one knocks. I just like that deep thump that they give. But I tied it on in mind, like, hey, you know, this river typically produces good fish. Like, I mean, my cousin won a tournament up here not long ago. 3 fish, 19 pounds. I mean, that's good, you know, especially this time of year. So, you know, we had in mind, you know, we're going to get up here and we're really going to try to focus on the big fish. But immediately when we get here and we see, you know, the abundance of fish that we did, we're like, hey, man, let's go fishing. So we went fishing and we had fun.
Golly,
it's a monster of the day. It's a monster. The good news is you can't get much smaller than that. So.
I can only go up from here.
That's true.
I don't know. I've caught smaller. I've caught smaller on bigger bait.
That's a good one. Large.
That's a large mouth right there. I mean, it ain't this one. It takes more skill to catch this one because he's smaller.
That is true. I mean, mine could eat yours, and mine's not that big. Right there, too. We're right there. Stack. Can't tell if he's just so small or he just don't get good or what. Watch him running. That's a good one. Spot. Oh, we hit him in the nuts. Oh, on the left testy. Whew, golly, you got me good. Right on.
Did he hit it?
Yeah, he hit it. He hit it hard too.
This one just got big and it jumped out of the water.
I think that's what that one is.
Broke it off. No! Should have retied after you got a tangle.
Yeah, I should have. I checked my line. I thought it felt fine. Oh, I got one. Oh, it's a good one, dude.
Oh,
That's a stripe. Or white bass.
white bass. That's a big white bass.
Yeah.
Bigger white bass. Golly.
These suckers will fin the crap out of you.
That's crazy. That might have been what jumped, what we've seen. He's about the right size.
That's a fillet, dude. Feel the meat. That's a fillet.
That's like them big old crappie we were catching in that pond.
Yeah. Fill up. Where I got you, I'm gonna get my bait back real quick.
Get the bait.
Oh, I got him close.
I gotta at least try.
Huh?
With them schooling and chasing like this, I gotta at least try.
What do you try?
Jerk. Oh. There you go.
Dude, he crushed that, dude.
That's why they call it a crush stick.
Oh, his gullet's just full.
This one may be too big. If they don't hit this one, I'll swap to my smaller one. There you go.
But with that being said, the baits that shined the most that we figured out really quick was that 3-inch Rapala Crush City, and he was also running, it was a 3-inch 6 cents.
The 6 cents divine.
6 cents divine. So this guy turned me on to the Rapala Crush City, and now he's doing a, what, have you already done it, or are you working on it?
I've made the video, but it ain't time for it to be uploaded yet. But I did
Well, he's got a review video coming out soon. So if you hadn't subscribed, check out Spur Mountain Outdoors. This is the guy that makes all the magic happen on my channel, you know, behind the camera and, you know, on camera too. I mean, he helps me out a whole lot. I really appreciate it if y'all go over there and check his channel out. But he does all kind of stuff, hunting, fishing, review videos, all different kinds of stuff. Just go check him out if you can. But either way, he was using that 6 cents, and I was using the Rapala Crush City. And typically, what we were doing, we noticed that these bass, they were suspended, but they wasn't suspended necessarily real high up. Most of them were in that 4 to 6 foot range, but they're feeding up on shad that are scurrying across the top of the surface. So, with that being said, you know, we were throwing these baits out there and we're burning them close to the top of the water. When I say burning, I mean, we're not like reeling them as fast as we possibly can, but we've got a good stride and cadence going. I do turn left here, right? Okay, all right. But either way, we've got a good cadence going, you know, just you know, create some movement in the water, but we're not reeling it so fast that they can't see it, but we're not reeling it so slow that they can just run it down and stare it down, you know. So that really become a huge factor, and I think those little 3-inch swim baits just really help. If you're like me, like I'm not tournament fishing anymore. So like my goal when I go fishing is not necessarily to just whack every big bass that I can in a lake or river. I'm going out to have fun. I'm going to chill. I want to catch a bunch of fish. I don't care. I want to catch the mamas. I want to catch the papas. I want to catch the babies. I want to catch them all. You know, we're just going to have fun. That's the thing. And if you're like me and you're really trying to focus on, you know, just catching fish, those little 3-inch minnow style baits work really good this time of year, especially the fish feeding on, you know, threadfin and the other small bait fish that may be in your lake or river or whatever you're fishing.
Oh, it's up.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Should be a big girl sitting here somewhere.
Good thing. That wasn't it. That wasn't the big girl.
Big girl.
That's the baby.
Daggone.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to reel it, bro. I really didn't. I thought my hooks got over my line.
Did you even know you had a fish?
No. No, I didn't. I just realized when it jumped up out of the water. Well, poor rock crawler.
I'll stand back here.
See? See what I'm talking about? He's solid white, bro. It's a kid rockfish. I ain't seen the sun shining. You know, but I can suggest if you're going to be, let's say you are tournament fishing, and this is just coming from experience. If you are tournament fishing, like today, if me and Spur Mountain would have been, you know, fishing a tournament, then 100%, you know, we would have did some swapping. Even though we were on fish, we would have still tried to went and find bigger fish, okay? So more than likely what we would have done, if you ever get put in this situation, we would have went out to the main river channel. We know the water temperature's hot. All the fish are done spawning. We're definitely way past the post-spawn stage. We are definitely in that summer stage. You know, it's kind of one of those things I kind of have to plan ahead and all that. So, but that's something you can do. You can definitely plan ahead and, you know, study your Google Earth and study your maps, any kind of maps you can get on whatever reservoir you're fishing, and, you know, go out there and implement what you're trying to do. So, either way, guys, summary of the story is, you know, we found fish early in the morning off the points and we smoked them. We found some on a bridge right off of a secondary point and smoked them. But you know, if you get in that situation and you're looking for bigger bass, don't be afraid, you know, to move out to your main and you know, just scan ledges with side scan and stuff like that. If you're not familiar with side scan and down scan and 2D sonar, check out my electronics video. Just go to playlist, and you know, I've got everything Humminbird, Garmin, and Lowrance, where I break down everything with electronics, what fish look like on 2D sonar, down scan, side view, stuff like that. So I got a new video coming out here soon that is a deep depth breakdown of my Lowrance electronics, active target, all that stuff. By the way, guys, I hope the video helped you. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe for more content. I got you covered when it comes to anything bass fishing. Also, we got members only now, so for $2 a month, basically, you get my videos early as they, you know, before they come out, but up to a week early. And then you can also ask your questions early. So, you know, if you have any questions or anything like that, you want to be the first to be answered, then, you know, I can get right to you. It's highlighted, all that good stuff. Also, if you have any video suggestions, if you're, you know, struggling with a specific technique, a lake, or, you know, something like that, or understanding something, drop a comment down below. I'll be glad to help you out any way I can. There's no question that's dumb in bass fishing, okay? Because we were all new at some point. So that's another thing. Don't come onto my channel acting like a goofball, because you're gonna get kicked, okay? So we've had that going on for a little while. You better hope I get a hold of you before this guy does, because if he gets a hold of you, I'll just let it roll. So, but either way, guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, did I just break that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about the bait. What have you done?
I didn't do anything. You drug yours through my.
No, you've been down there on bottom for about 2 days.
Well, hey, I'm looking for that big lazy girl. You know what I'm saying? To believe you've done this.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm over here fishing.
Absolutely no fisherman's etiquette at all. You're like, you know what?
Hell, I can't see you.
I don't care if that's your spot for the time being. I'm taking the whole river.
See,
actually, I'm gonna throw this.
I'm sitting there catching fish.
Don't worry about it. I'll just stand back.
You better be careful. You gotta land on that too hard. That's hydraulic. My eyes.
But I don't know what to tell you. But that right there, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
Nah, especially where I'm sitting. Golly.
That's not a good sign at all, my boy.
You got the dog, Jack. Oh. You got the rough with it.
Oh, that biscuit.